Now you guys might be wondering why I'm standing right in the middle of this cactus tower. And the truth is, I don't really know. Nah, just kidding, man. We're scoping out a spot. We need a spot for a new farm. I was gonna go out. One of you guys suggested an awesome idea to go out and try to find a witch hut and make a witch farm somewhere so that I could solve my gunpowder dilemma. But I think instead I am just gonna go and build a creeper farm first. That's what we're gonna do in this episode. Oh man. But in order to build this creeper farm, we need the perfect spot. I kinda want to preserve this village over here. It's pretty historical. That's kind of where it all started with the 100 Days playthrough. No, I'm kind of thinking of building it somewhere over here on top of this, like, a gravel hill. Let's check it out real quick, because then that would give us an excuse to build a not a very big bridge, obviously, but a somewhat small bridge over here. Yeah, so if we cleared out all of this stuff right here, perhaps we could make a bridge that goes from right here over to this landmass over there, and maybe make like a hole in the side of this little hill, and that's where our kill chamber could be, and maybe our loot collection and all of that stuff. And then we could build a nice building on top of here that would function as the actual creeper farm and the water catchment system to catch all the creepers. Let's see what we're working with up here. Not too bad. Could use a little flattening out, but you know, we got a shovel. That's not too big of a deal. And then it's actually pretty cool because right over here is how we go down into our amethyst geode, as you can see down here. And this is kind of what I've been using for my little amethyst farm, because I have realized that amethyst farms are stupid. They're stupid to automate. Yes, do they give you passive amethyst? Yeah, if you can set it up, but I just can't be bothered with all that. So I've been coming down here and being as careful as I can with my fortune pickaxe, because instead of getting 2, like when a piston breaks these, you get like up to 12 per cluster if you break it with a pickaxe. But like I said, you gotta be super careful when mining this, because I have already accidentally wrecked my soul a couple of times and broke some of these budding clusters. Yeah, so check it out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 clusters. I know there was more than that, but I broke them like an idiot. It's soul crushing. But from those 10 clusters, we managed to get that much. What is that? That's almost 6.5 stacks of amethyst shards, which can make us a ton of tinted glass. And speaking of tinted glass, let's go and craft some up. Wait, do I have glass? Okay, I do have some glass, so let's see, I think it's 4 stacks per stack of glass that we need, so we won't even need 2 stacks of glass for this. Alright, so just from that, I got a little over 3 stacks of tinted glass, but down here, I have been saving this stuff up for a little bit, so I've got a full shulker box and then 17 and a quarter stacks? Yeah, I almost counted this, but that's a shulker box. So I've got, what is that, like 44-ish stacks, because this is 27, 17, so a little over 44 stacks. So I guess every 2 stacks of amethyst gives me 1 stack of glass, so that's 22 stacks of tinted glass right there. Alright, so there we go. Got like 17 stacks of tinted glass that I just crafted up. You know, we still got a bunch of amethyst shards in here in case we want them. And I guess I harvested some clusters, so that's kind of cool. We might make some decoration with that at some point. And I've got a bunch of other materials ready too. Why do I only have that many buttons? Hold on. There we go. That's a little more like it. And I guess we'll take all of this and craft into some trapdoors. And I don't know how far that's actually going to get us. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting a little bit more than this. But oh well, I guess that it is what it is, man. We will make do with what we got. Is there anywhere else that we could use this more? I want to keep this spot fairly clear because once we end up building this cathedral over here, I want to have a fairly good shot at it from something over here. So I think I want to leave this kind of clear for now. Here you go, Pinky. Have some wheat while I ponder my actions. And that is the first randomly spawned pink sheep that we have ever encountered in this playthrough. You can see that on the 100 days whenever we survived in this world for 100 days. And, oh man, so cool. Very, very rare thing to find. Maple, I wish I had a golden carrot to feed you. Yes, I know. Ugh, I'm sorry. Bad owner. Here, Bob, have some steak, but don't tell Maple. Or maybe over here might be a nice place to put it. This is kind of a wreck over here. Oh, there's a trident guy. Did we get one? Did I get a trident? I got a trident. Oh, tight. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what the footprint for this farm is going to be. I'm literally going to just wing it. I kind of have a design style in mind that's going off of something that I kind of borrowed from Navy Nexus, so link to his channel will be down in the video description if you guys are interested in that. But the more I'm looking around at this area here, the more I'm thinking that this spot could be suitable for something a little bit small and easy to put together in that fashion. Over here is probably where we're going to construct it and then build a bridge over to here. So I think the closest I'm going to want the building to the edge of this landmass is going to be, I don't know, we'll go like 10 or 15 blocks away, somewhere over here, I guess. Go up, and I'm going to build a few platforms of this, and we will check it out. Alright, phase 1 of layer 1 is complete. What we have here is a 25 by 25 grid pattern, with one hole on every single other block. So, pretty straightforward if you wanted to build this for yourself. 25 by 25, and it looks like Swiss cheese. Now, in order to complete this layer and make it fully spider spawn proof, we need buttons and we need trapdoors, because spider mechanics are absolutely terrible on Bedrock Edition Minecraft. So I am going to place the buttons in this fashion. So diagonal to each corner of every single hole, there will be a button there, and we'll just place a trapdoor in. Oh, the way I orient these is going to drive me nuts. I guess we'll just do it here. Yeah. So then creepers should be able to walk in, but we cannot. Wait, can we? Can I fit in this? What if I try? Can I fit? Yes, I can fit. Okay. So it takes some wiggling, but I can fit through that. And I know it's nighttime, doesn't look much different, but that is how it looks once we've got all the buttons and all the trapdoors in on this thing. It actually looks kind of cool, in all honesty. Now, the reason that we've got a button on every other block is because spiders are so annoying in Bedrock Edition farms. If you didn't know, in Java Edition, spiders need a 3x3x1 area to spawn. So they need 3 blocks this way, 3 blocks that way, and a 1 block height. In Bedrock Edition, though, all spiders need is a 2x2x1 area to spawn. So they could spawn in an area like this, and if this button actually wasn't here, you would think the trapdoor would prevent it. Well, wrong. The spiders can spawn on the trapdoor. Okay, fair enough. You would think that if you removed the trapdoor and just had an airspace here, spiders wouldn't be able to spawn. Also wrong. Spiders can use one of those blocks to be an air block. So they're hella annoying. I mean, ultra annoying. Let me put that button back before I forget. So yes, for this reason, that is why we are literally spawn blocking every other space, so the creepers should be able to spawn right here. I'm hoping that they won't recognize this as a path-findable block, so they should just go straight for the trapdoor hole. Another thing that I could do is line on the entire side of all of this. I could line it with trapdoors as well, so they could path find off the edge. but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to have that walled in with some of the tinted glass, and that'll be cool. It'll give us a nice little viewing area. Give me that beef. As well as really test this theory that I've got. And that theory, of course, is that I don't know that this will actually make it more efficient to have trapdoors on these edges over here, and then being able to pathfind off of there. I also just don't want to build the collection area to be that much bigger, I guess. I want them to be able to just fall right down and land right in a collection area down there, and it to be the same size footprint as this, or maybe one block increased around its edges to make it like a 27 by 27 square down at the bottom where we catch them, which by the bottom, I don't think that it's actually going to be much below this. So yeah, as I said, that is my reasoning for all of these, all of these executive decisions that I'm making. And then we're obviously going to need 2 blocks of height and then start our next layer right here. And then underneath here in each of the spawning spaces, we will place a trapdoor. I don't think that I'm going to worry about putting trapdoors here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry about that because nothing should be able to spawn here with there being a button blocking the spawns. I apologize for the rain. I really wish it was not raining right now, but, it is what it is. It'll be night soon and we'll be able to sleep it away. But this is what we have so far. Oh man, and I think it is turning out really, really cool. So in here we have our creeper farm all housed away. As you can see, we're getting a bunch of gunpowder from the creepers that are falling from the sky. And yeah, it looks something like that. We got 5 spawning platforms in. Put a little copper roof on there with a nice gradual half slab pitch. And this is what it's looking like from the inside of one of the layers. It's honestly kind of cool. At least the creepers will get a really nice view before they're walking out of here and, falling to their ultimate death. But regardless, we're going to be putting a water catchment system underneath here in order to funnel the creepers to one central location. And then we'll drop them into a trident killer right about here in the middle of the building so that we can get extra gunpowder from our looting sword. I know they had removed that or nerfed that or something like that at one point, but it's back. It's back to the way it was. So we will get a lot of extra drops if we do have them funneling into a trident killer and getting macked on by those tridents. Now, I did fix up a lot of the land over here. Kind of just covered up a bit of the land, but you can't even tell, so that's good. It looks pretty good over here in my opinion, and to the right side and left side, I'm also going to be putting an additional farm on here, because as you guys know, this is a gunpowder farm, and that will be used to make my firework rockets. Firework rockets also have one additional component, which I actually don't have any. And that additional component is sugarcane. This is my sugarcane farm, and it has been for the whole series. So, yeah, that's not gonna cut it, man. Now, I do have infinite bone meal because we've got our little bone meal farm over here with the moss generators and stuff like that. Which, if you guys haven't seen that, it's a really cool contraption, and honestly, I love this building. It is such a unique and cool style, in my opinion. But yeah, I even came downstairs and went through this little redstone access door where we can see all of the gorgeous redstone down here. And I had made this side into a bone meal adaptation and ran the hoppers down underneath and all the way over here into that bone meal dropper. And that is simply because I had felt like I got quite a bit of this stuff, like a full double chest of moss carpets. I don't know if I'm ever going to run through that. I've got more moss blocks than I will ever go through, especially since we can just bone meal these things to get them. Yeah, lots of them. I have 11 barrels full of that stuff, and each one of these barrels has a hopper behind it with an additional 5 stacks all the way filled up, so yeah, we've got a lot of that. And here's the flowering azalea plants, which you can see we've got more than enough of those in here. The regular azaleas we've got a lot of, and seeds I'm not too fussed about because any wheat farm will produce me seeds. But so now this is pretty much just used for bone meal, and I've got a fair bit of it in here stored up. I haven't really went AFK or anything like that at this bone meal farm, but if I did, we would produce quite a lot, because this thing produces about 2.6 times the amount of bone meal that we put into it. So yeah, very, very efficient bone meal farm. Let's go and take that nap. Yeah, so I'm trying to make all of the builds pretty unique here, and this one, I really like it. It's coming along great. We've got large tinted glass windows up at the top, and I'm going to mimic that all the way around, I believe. As for the wood, I'm not too sure. I probably will have this mimicked on each side too, but you have to think that this side over here is going to have a sugarcane farm that I'm planning on making out to about somewhere over here. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll run a half slab slanted roof up to it to give it kind of like a diagonal wing shape like that. I think that'll look pretty cool. And I do not plan any of these things out in creative. I just simply do not have the time for that. I planned the cathedral out already. But yeah, if you guys were there whenever I showed off that cathedral, it's no joke. I wouldn't have been able to wing that in survival. But yes, so needless to say, I'm pretty happy about this design. We need to put in the water catchment system, the funnel down to the trident killer, but honestly, I'm a little bit worried to put in the water catchment system because this thing is going to be pouring creepers down into that little pad that I'll be building, and I'm probably going to blow up, and we are in hardcore mode. It's a resource pack. I'll try to remember to link that in the description if you guys are, wanting to use this or whatever. I know I've said that numerous times, but I get comments on it in practically every single episode that I do where people are like, how do you have hardcore mode in Bedrock Edition? I really need to know. I don't see it in the marketplace. It's not in the marketplace, guys. Oh, let's see. Should we just go for it? By the way, this thing is producing gunpowder. We've got over 3.5 stacks already of gunpowder, so this thing is really cranking it out. Oh man, I don't want to do it, but I guess we're gonna have to do it. Let's go up there and make our water catchment system. Alright, I pretty much got the entire thing all finished up. I did not do as much of the decorating as I would have liked to in this episode, but let's go ahead and check out what we've got so far. As you can see, we're getting a nice buildup of creepers, even though I'm just right below this farm and it's all working pretty properly. I'll go through and I'll show you the water catchment system in a little bit, but first let's go ahead and deal with these creepers. We throw our trident in there. Right now I'm just borrowing one of the piggy pokers from the gold farm, and I've got that same trident killer set up just like we've got over there. It's got a piston, observer facing down, then there is a block under that observer with a redstone torch, leading into a block with another redstone torch. And essentially what that does is once I unlock this piston here with the lever, the piston retracts, observer detects that, sends a signal to the torches, and yada yada yada. It'll cause the piston to extend and retract all by itself, like so. And then a flick of the lever will just turn that off by locking the piston into place, and we can pick up our trident just like that. And down here, you can see that I've already got over 1.5 stacks just from building that water catchment system with the additional 4 stacks that we had already. So yeah, we are already accruing quite a bit of gunpowder. I think that's already a stack of TNT, which is going to be very, very useful for upcoming projects in the future. maybe some more netherite hunting and stuff like that. And another thing that is absolutely awesome about this farm is that we get 0 spider spawns. None whatsoever. Now let's see if we can go up and take a look at our water catchment system up there. Alright, now hopefully I can go in here without getting blown up, but as you can see, over here we've got our water flowing 8 blocks from each side all the way down. Oh, hello. Whew, that was a close one. And that runs into this. This is 9 blocks wide right here, and it runs 8 blocks down to the center. Whoa, that was me. Alright, where we have a nice little 9x9 that all flows perfectly into the center block. So, yeah, really, really cool. Very nifty. And like I said, because of the design that we've got going on up top, we get 0 spider spawns at all in this farm. Yeah, and this farm is quite the beast. We've already gotten almost a half a stack of gunpowder just from showing that small amount that we just toured up there, which is pretty awesome. So we're just going to shut that off for now because that piston is going to drive me absolutely insane. And I think it goes without saying that this little chest underneath the floor over here, that is not going to be the actual storage system. I have a hopper running down right here, and that is actually going to lead into a dropper, which will feed all of our gunpowder to the back in the next episode. Now, I do apologize, this episode has taken me a little bit longer to complete than I would have liked, but for some reason, man, well, number one, I was behind on college, again, because I procrastinate too much. Please tell me there's somebody out there that relates to that. And then number two, I do not know why, but I've been just, so listless recently. You know, feeling tired and stuff like that. I had to go to bed early a few nights and things. I don't really know what's going on with me. But I'll probably have to go to a doctor and get checked out or something like that, because I just got over that whole, you know, cancer dilemma that we just dealt with, and I don't know, kind of worried maybe something's not all the way right there, might need some kind of extra treatment or something like that. But, you know, we beat it once, worst comes to worst, we'll just have to beat it again. Ain't no big deal, right? Just a little cancer. But now, all in all, I would say that this has been a pretty good episode. We've gotten, you know, the very bulk majority of a creeper farm all installed, and in fact, we're already reaping a lot of benefits with the gunpowder. And yeah, as of right now, this farm is fully functional, and we are reaping the benefits. Over 6 stacks of gunpowder already. Ugh. It's a dream come true. And I don't even have to go to like a crazy AFK point up high in the sky or anything like that. If anything, all I'll need to do is maybe lower this a block or two and, you know, make the floor recess down a little bit so that I can come over here and just comfortably chill out while creepers are dripping in and providing me with that sweet, sweet gunpowder. For the next episode, though, I've got a couple of sugarcane farms that I want to build up, one on each wing. Do I need that much sugarcane? No, I don't. But we're going to build those sugarcane farms because, you know why? We do things right on this channel. We're going to build overpowered farms. And overall, I would say that the building has turned out pretty amazing so far. I really am enjoying it. Yeah, it's fitting in with our build style and yet adding an element of uniqueness to it. And I think especially once we get those wings added on with the sugarcane farms in, it's going to really make this building pop. Really stand out. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment, and if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Additionally, if you would like to see a tutorial of this building, you know, not the building itself, but the creeper farm that resides within, just let me know. Give me a shout out down in the comments section. And we could probably make that happen, because people have been asking for a creeper farm from me for quite some time now. So I'll probably just make it anyways. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I gotta take care of this zombie. Yeah, I always really appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out with me, and watching these episodes. As I've said in the past, those kinds of things really make me want to continue with this channel and make more and more videos to come. So, yeah, thank you so much for the support that you guys show me through all of this stuff. But now with that, let's Let's execute some creepers, and I will see you in the next one.